So, Jim, I'm gonna ask you, did any of the penguins got hurt during the filming?
Oh, absolutely not. No, but afterwards I ate them all. None of them went to waste, I'll say that. They're delicious.
You ate them?
Of course. Of course. They're like chicken.
So, and did you keep at least one, I hope, as a pet, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, as a slave.
How was it to work with them? I mean...
It's so much fun. As soon as they come in the room, everybody lights up. I mean, you know, the first time, there's video. I have video of me meeting the penguins for the very first time. It'll be on my website at some point. And everyone I showed it to, as soon as the penguins hit the room, there's no other game in town, man. It's like everybody just turns into a little child. You know, they have an amazing effect on people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How did you prepare to act with them? Because I think it must have been, yeah, quite new. Nobody ever did it. So.
Yeah, well, it was difficult because they can't really be trained, so you have to kind of trick them into stuff. And I'm good working with animals. I like, you know, a lot of people say don't work with animals, children. I love reacting to what they're doing, you know. So staying kind of in the moment, and I had a lot of fun. I had a blast. They did all the right things for me, you know. And although I had to stick, sardines between the cheeks of my butt, you know, to get them to follow me around. But, you know, it's okay with me.
You did that?
I do that normally.
Okay,
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you hear about the story before you read the script?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I had never read the book. That wasn't something we read in Canada growing up, but I heard about the story, and I thought, well, you know, there's a lot of penguin things going on. I wasn't sure I wanted to do a family movie, that it might be too soft for me. I was feeling kind of rock and roll at the time, and I was like, but you know what? There's something about this thing. When I read the script, I went, there's something about it that's just kind of keeping me in it, and I did my best to make it, you know, not only a family movie, but something adults can enjoy, because it's still got me in there messing up, you know. So.
What particularly did you like about the movie? Was there something special that you learned from it, or?
I thought that the story came off really in a kind of a touching way. It's funny and it's you know, a fun romp, but at the same time it kind of touches you at times, and I was really happy about that. Plus there had been a lot of penguin things out, and they're getting very popular. So my concern was, is this original? Mm-hmm. And when I saw it, I went, oh, there's nothing like this, you know. So that made me happy that it was original.
There was one scene I really loved, the scene at the end where you were talking in slow motion. How did you do that in slow motion? I mean, it's
I know, it's just something I do. It's just a little trick. I'm always looking for, you know, a different way to, you know, to enter a room or do, you know, any kind of business in a film to make it kind of stand out. And you know, I was writing with the writers. We had we wrote through the movie before we started. Of course, when I first mention these things, everyone always says, like, I don't know, that's going to be kind of unreal. I'm not sure that's going to work and stuff like that. I said, trust me, just trust me. You know, this guy, although he's serious about where he wants to get, he's still going to do it in a way that's amusing to him. Mm-hmm. You know, so.
How many takes did you need for the scene with the penguins at the table? Because that was hilarious.
2 takes. We did 2 takes of that, and they were just so out of control that literally the 2 takes was all we could get, and then we went, well, we don't want to upset them too much. So, you know, they were supposed to sit in their seats and just kind of peck away at the plates, and they just attacked the table and stuff. So I just went with it, but it was quite hilarious. Just watching the wranglers try to hold them back before the takes with sardines right in front of their faces. They were just like out of their minds, like going Jacob's ladder on them. You know?
And you're just sitting there like.
And I have to be Mr. Cool, like it's like, you know, everyday business, no big deal. But that's acting though, in every respect. You know, they ought to teach distracting, not acting. Mm-hmm. You know, because acting is trying to create a reality, even though somebody's dangling in front of you upside down and poking at you with some kind of instrument, and that's the maximum. That's as distracted as you can get, is working with animals like these, you know, because you never know what they're gonna do. They could just as easily turn and poke my eye out, you know. It's just like, but you have to act like everything's normal.
it made me happy to see the movie. So
Oh,
it
good.
was
I'm glad.
very
I'm glad. That's the point.
It was nice meeting you.
Thanks a lot.
See you
Nice to
next
meet you
time.
too.
Bye-bye.